Topic number one today, Riley Davis, please put us in the car and drive.
Greg, I got a question for you.
Okay.
You have recently discovered that you don't hate flying as much, correct?
I think so, yeah.
So what do you do when you feel that pressure, the air pressure when you're ascending into the clouds?
Just ask for another Jack and diet.
All right, good answer, good answer. Cart, what about you when you jump into the water, when you're jumping into the pool for the first time, how do you deal with the pressure of the water?
Racist.
How is that racist?
You think Car can't swim?
No. I think Cart can
I
swim.
was getting over my fear of flying and Car can't jump in a pool.
Oh, no, right. It's so that for me, it's mental. Like, and also at the same time, like, I'm not gonna embarrass myself. I'm too big and too complete of a swimmer and player to like plug my nose when I jump into the pool. I got a son, right? Like, what do I look like doing that?
I figure I knew you'd be able to handle that well. This topic of pressure gets us into the first segment, in which, G, do you have a musical number prepared for us as I requested?
I didn't know this was just on me. I thought this was combined both of us.
I can feel the pressure. All right, we are talking about pressure. We are talking about the coaches who are feeling the most pressure league by league today. I want to go through the Power Five. And this doesn't necessarily have to be hot seat guys with questions about their job. It can be just guys who have that pressure to win this year, even if their job is safe for a variety of reasons.
Also, crazy move to choose the Paramore pressure song instead of Under Pressure.
See, I thought Under Pressure would be too obvious. Like, the Paramore song is low key
I get
slow.
it.
It gets
I get
forgotten. It
what we're
gets
doing.
forgotten
Okay.
about because it's old
Are
school Paramore.
are we doing coaches only? Are we doing anyone in college basketball? How do you want to do this?
It's coaches only.
Coaches
Coaches.
only and conference by conference? Is that the way to approach this?
Yep. So we'll start in the ACC. The top three coaches feeling pressure for a variety of reasons.
I like it.
Okay.
Okay. All right. ACC. First name that comes to mind. Carter, go.
Hubert,
Hubert was my
Yes.
first name as well.
Hubert. Yeah, it's gotta be Hubert. Honestly, I feel like this ACC is kind of easy. Can I jump in and just say all three who it is?
Please
I feel like
do.
I know it.
Yeah, go ahead.
One's for sure Pat Kelsey. A lot of talk. A lot of talk. Didn't win a tournament game last year. Team's extremely talented. ACC is a little bit better too, so they're not going to be able to just beat up on the Boston colleges every single week, week in and week out.
Hmm.
They're going to have to, deliver on their end. High transfer class, high recruit, Michael Brown, a lot of hype. The L's are up everywhere. I mean, I'm one of the main proponents of the L throwing. Uh, I, I think that puts a lot of pressure on Kelsey, even though it is only year two.
Hmm. And did you have a third?
The third one, I think there's a lot of pressure on the fans who have to subject themselves to watching the ACC. No, probably Will Wade. I don't know.
Wade, I don't think Wade will feel the pressure in year one. I think he's got to deliver
Yeah,
some.
kind of early.
The bottom can't fall. I actually had Kelsey number two. I had Hubert one. Anytime you're a blue blood coach on the hot seat, I think you got to be number one. But Kelsey, I don't think the expectation is to just win a tournament game this year. If you get your first NCAA tournament win and then you go lose in the round of 32, that's still a letdown with the resources that are going into this roster with the talent. I think maybe you talk yourself into a Sweet 16 as a successful year. I kind of think he needs to get to the Elite Eight. And that's a lot of pressure to get that done in a month in a tournament that's really random. But my number three was Micah Shrewsbury, just because I'm like, this is the year. You got Marcus Burton back when most people probably thought he was going to portal. You bring in Jalen Harrelson. You got to show me something here, or else that 1 year at Penn State looks really fluky.
That's probably good. I was also gonna say honorable mention, maybe like Forbes. Like eventually, like when are they gonna be like, all right, this I mean the roster's not that great, I don't think, so
Mhm.
maybe it's okay. But like eventually, like when are they gonna be like, all right, this experiment's over?
Yeah, yeah. I'm with you on Forbes. I just think Wake to me is like not really relevant to where I'm like they couldn't quite crack the top three.
Okay, I mean I like that three.
Can I add two sneaky ones here?
Of
Yeah,
course you
please do.
can, Greg.
Okay, number one, I think John Shire is somewhere close to this
Ooh,
list.
pressure, right? Okay.
Just in the sense of like, if this keeps going, and they were great last year. We know they were great last year. They're going to be good this year. But like, the more years he gets under his belt, the deeper we get into the Shire era without him actually doing the deed, I think it starts to become a real talking point. And last year was so good, it kind of didn't matter. They still made the Final Four. It felt like there was progression. If this year feels like a step backward from that, I think there's going to be some conversations, and that's probably in the back of his mind.
I have that thought with Shire too. My only pushback is that getting a Final Four gets you at least a few years of grace, I think. But I still have that thought that I perceive that if you can't get a title with either Cooper Flag or Cam Boozer or get a little bit closer than you were last year, I could definitely see him seeing pressure, not this year, but the following year.
I'll also just add this. This is a weird way to look at it, but like I think the state of the ACC almost puts more pressure on Shire
Hmm.
because now you don't even get credit for dominating this conference anymore.
Yeah,
It's
that's
just like
true.
everybody stinks. What are you going to do outside of it?
Hmm.
So, and then I want to add, I think Jay Lucas at Miami, given the high profile nature of his hire and leaving Duke, the decision he made, if he goes to Miami and in year one they win 7 games again, I think everyone's gonna be like, dude, what an idiot this was. What a
Yeah.
horrible hire. Today's video is sponsored by LabCorp On Demand. Car, do you take care of yourself?
I try my best to, yeah.
Like not just treat yourself to expensive meals, but like you go to the doctor and things like that?
No, I just take care of myself. There's no need to go to the doctor unless I'm not taking care of myself, right?
Are you afraid of the doctor, Cart?
Just a little bit. I mean, if nothing's wrong, why would I go there?
Listen, I'm the same way, and so are millions of men across America. But that's why LabCorp On Demand is helping millions of people like us. With their men's health test, you can get a comprehensive look at your hormone levels, your total testosterone, and you don't even have to go to the doctor. It's easy, and you get the results the next day.
Testosterone, is that a big thing?
It's a really important thing, Cart. Sometimes you can feel off without even knowing something's wrong. But LabCorp On Demand wants to keep you healthy and wants to make it as easy as possible. Right now, you can get 20% off your men's health test by visiting our sponsor at tryelco.com/sleepersmedia. It's simple, affordable, and honestly, it's empowering to know that you're healthy and have this info about your body.
Didn't know that testosterone did all those things. I'm gonna have to take the guesswork out of this and go get my health checked out today using LabCorp On Demand.
Yeah, pretty good shout. Shall I move on to y'all's league and talk Big Ten?
Let's do it.
Yes.
This was the one I kind of had the toughest with. Like Diebler was the one hot seat guy, but at the same time, it's like I don't think anybody really expects much out of Diebler. If they can him, I trust Ohio State to hire a good coach. I almost lean Painter as number one, even though there's no job security. I just think this is a roster that has to get to the Final Four, and like I've been saying, they need to get a national title with this group. That's a lot of pressure.
I do think there's a lot of pressure just even in the bubble of like in the last 2 years with Braden Smith. Let's say they underperform, they leave with no banners. Like so. I mean, it's welcome pressure because you're so good, but there is a lot of pressure on them to do good.
Right, right.
They will, but like there's definitely pressure.
He's mostly killed the demons is the only thing I would say. Like I would have said 2 years ago, unquestionably it's Painter if they were this good and he was still like the March failure guy. He backed up the title run with a Sweet 16 in like a quote unquote off year. Like he's kind of I don't know. Barring like losing in the first round of this tournament, I don't think there's much that's going to come his way as long as they win a couple games in March. But I hear it. Like this team's good enough; they should have pressure. I have a pretty easy three for me here. Number one, Danny Sprinkle. Year one sucked. Year two, you've actually built a great roster. Everyone thinks Hans is incredible. Mandequit made the Team USA team. You pulled both guys from Musselman from USC. Like
Mhm.
Washington's roster is probably top four in the league. And Sprinkle's whole great Osobor experiment sucked. Like if they're bad, if they miss the tournament with this roster, everyone's going to be like, Sprinkle's terrible.
Mhm.
He has to be good this year. Quickly on the other two, Darren DeVries. I think by default, anyone that takes the Indiana job is on this list. There is such a microscope on you at all times. And if Darren DeVries has an iffy first year with that personality, everyone's going to hate him. Lastly, Steve Peichel off of the Rutgers experiment last year, this guy's going to lose his job if they don't have a bounce back
Mm,
year.
that's good. That's a good call. I like those three.
I had DeVries at number two. Twinsky. We were locked in on
Pinsky.
that one.
Yeah. Deal with
Sorry.
it, Cart. Yeah.
Can we fly through the Big East? This was one I'm just like, this league sucks this year
Yeah, I had
outside
to
of
agree there
UConn.
too.
Kevin Willard.
Will actually a good shout. I went with Cooley number one just because this is year three at Georgetown and they've sucked and he's accumulated some former high profile guys. I don't know how any of them fit together, but he's got to be at least competitive and on the bubble this year, I think.
I like that call too.
That's a
I
good
would
one. I'm trying to
Oh, go
think
ahead,
of.
Cart.
No, I was just trying to make sure we're not. You think Kim English has any pressure at Providence like that? Like, say what you want about what Cooley was doing there. He had them like at least tournament bound in some really good years. Like, I feel like the sell on Kim English was he was gonna like carry that same torch, and they've been not good.
Yep. Kim English was my number two for the same reasons. They've had some high profile guys as well who have just sucked. Yeah, locked
Third
in.
Linsky, we back.
How about Big 12?
Wes Miller, like eventually, brother.
Yeah,
Come on
Wes.
now.
I did this research for Riley every day. 18 and 44 against Kim Palm top 75 opponents at Cincinnati.
That's insane.
And like six of those wins are against UCF. Six of the 18 wins.
That's truly crazy. Also, shout out to O'Reilly things you need to know. O'Reilly video that I saw. Scott Drew's for sure on there.
I
Perfect.
think, yeah, Drew might be my number one just because like they just have been so underwhelming since winning the national championship and the roster there aside from Yesufu. I'm like, I like the pieces, but a lot has to go right to get them back to the standard that they looked like they were forming from what 2018 through 2021.
Yeah. Is it fair to put the third person on this list as Bill Self?
Self was in contention for me for sure. You have any thoughts, G?
No, I don't have any.
I think Bill Self's definitely up there. He's got to be.
Yeah, let's throw Self in there then with Drew Miller and Self. Lastly, SEC. I had a tough time coming up with more than one for this one, but
Pressure SEC.
Yeah, the
I,
SEC guys are all pretty established.
mhm.
well, I think naturally, I feel like Texas, right? Like, what's Miller? He'll have some pressure.
Yeah, I think Sean Miller should have some pressure to be good in year one.
I feel like Porter is still like in job fearing mode.
Porter was the second name I came up with, especially because I sneakily love the Oklahoma roster, and that scares me.
Yeah, same. Um, I'm trying. Honestly, it's really hard. I feel like the SEC is pretty like. I mean, Pope is like has no pressure. Like, does he have Kentucky pressure? Just honestly, Cal might be up there, like Arkansas. Like,
Cal was my number one. You have had a lot of questions about your postseason success for almost 5 years. I think over 5 years now, actually. Year one was really underwhelming, especially considering the talent and the five stars you brought in, the transfers you landed. And I think there's pressure just because you return some good pieces, make some splashes with Malik Ewan, among others. And yeah, you got to get it done. You got to show some progress in year two.
yeah, I think that's a good. I think let's go one Cal, two Miller, three.
Moser?
I want to add that Lamont Paris is going to lose his job, but I don't know
Yeah,
if
but
that's even
Does
pressure.
he have pressure though?
No, he just knows he's going to lose his job.
Yeah, let's
We're going to move on to the next segment, Cart. This video is brought to you by NBA 2KLab.com. 2K Lab worked with us last summer as well. They're one of our favorite entities in all of sports gaming. We want to show you their college basketball stadium locator challenge game. And I'm going to share a screen right now as we do this. South Carolina, bang. Oh,
Ooh,
okay, that's pretty good. Next, North Carolina. Why are we only getting the Carolinas?
please
Bang.
lock in.
St. John's, that's New
New
York.
York.
Bang.
Where's New Jersey?
We're on fire. Colorado. I actually don't know what state Colorado is.
It's in Colorado. There's a state of
Is that
Colorado.
this one?
It's to the right of Phoenix.
Anyway, you get the picture. This game's really fun. They've got more games as well, like Guess the NBA Player, Mystery Fantasy Draft, and more. Stay tuned for all of the college football content and games that they'll be putting together to help you get the best experience out of college football 26. Back to the video.